Welcome to Agenda Edina, a program summarizing the actions taken at City Hall that affect you most. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty. When students return to Edina High School next month, drivers will find more limited parking in the surrounding neighborhood. The City Council directed city and school district staff to conduct a transportation study once the expansion of Edina High School was complete. Last spring, as construction wrapped up, the study reviewed current parking conditions within the adjacent neighborhoods to better understand. After a series of open houses and surveys, recommendations were made to the city and school district. For its part, the City Council approved a resolution prohibiting parking between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. on school days on the following streets: Chapel Lane from Valley View Road to Erin Terrace, Chapel Drive from Chapel Lane to Antrim Road, Erin Terrace from Chapel Lane to Chapel Drive, Shane Drive from Erin Terrace to Erin Terrace, McGuire Road from Tracy Avenue to 69th Street, and Brook Drive from 69th Street to Tracy Avenue.
Students were parking in the neighborhoods, and we got a lot of calls from the neighbors of concerns about how many cars were parked, concerns with safety, concerns with people walking along those cars and kind of jumping out in front of the cars. So we did a joint study with the high school, the Edina School District, worked with the residents, worked with the school to better understand their operation, and just tried to come up with some solutions that would help the neighbors' concerns, not put too much pressure on the school district, and then also be within regulatory requirements for traffic safety.
The parking restrictions went into effect August 8th. City and school district staff will continue to monitor parking in the neighborhood. A Minnesota GreenCorps member recently wrapped up a nearly year-long study of the city's vehicle use and made several recommendations to help reduce emissions. Through her research project, Mejabeen Rahman looked at the on-road city fleet and ways to reduce emissions for better air quality and meet its carbon reduction goal of 30% by 2025.
Currently, transportation is the second biggest greenhouse gas emitter, sector, but it is starting to become the biggest one. So we wanted to get on top of it before it does so and make sure that we're taking steps to reduce fuel use and improve air quality.
At Rahman's urging, the city implemented a no idling policy for its employees earlier this year. Under the policy, most workers outside of the police and fire departments cannot leave their vehicles running for longer than 5 minutes while unattended or parked. Among other things, Rahman has also recommended the city continue to improve its data collection of fuel use and miles driven per gallon, replace vehicles with fuel-efficient models, integrate sustainability thought processes in departmental work plans, and explore additional emission reduction strategies.
It was critical to have a person working here and really digging into the details. This allowed us to understand and research what vehicles could provide the same service level that we do today while still lowering our emissions.
Rahman has a degree in environmental and energy policy, and her work with the city was made possible with an AmeriCorps federal grant through the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency and Minnesota GreenCorps. The Edina Art Center is showcasing a group of senior clay artists whose work ranges from plates and bowls to statues and wall pieces. Edina TV's Dietrich Nissen sat down with one of its contributing artists who says art is a pursuit of passion.
And this one.
At first glance, Brad Ben is the most avid fish lover you've ever met.
Well, one thing, fish are symmetrical, so they're easy to mold, to make molds, and to make them look lifelike. I don't know if I could do that with rabbits or...
They're on his bowls, his clay sculptures, and even his shirt.
Why fish?
Why not?
But this retired engineer's real interest is simply making art. His spirit animal just happens to have gills.
I have done some fishing. I'm not really what you'd call a fisherman. In fact, I make molds from real fish, and some of my fish have been ones that friends caught and gave me. But some of them, this I probably caught at the butcher shop. at the fish market.
As one of 6 80-year-old artists whose work adorns the walls of the center's tea room gallery, Ben is part of a rare group that adapts to pursue his art.
You know, I think about things that become difficult just because of strength and grip and that sort of thing, and try to find workarounds.
Frankly, art is for life. Just the fact that we can showcase people in a venue like this is fabulous.
Susan Tarnowski, general manager of the Edina Art Center, admires the dedication of this group of artists.
You might see as you walk around this part of the gallery, some people who are clearly young at heart, some people who have been in the Art Center for 15 or 20 years and who are now able to show this along with some other wonderful pieces in the other part of our gallery. So I think this is just a testament to what art is in the lives of people and in our community here in Edina.
And although they're not 80 yet, artists Susan Fagenbaum and Kathy Momsen share Ben's joy of working with clay.
Well, I have no plans to stop working in clay. I think it's incredibly therapeutic.
As long as I feel like I can still do this, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to stick with it.
I feel like if you do something you love and you just keep on doing it, you keep on. I mean, I have known of people that like maybe retire and then don't really have a passion and sit around, and they don't last very long. So I'm hoping it'll keep me keeping on.
And hopefully back to showcase the art he loves to make, even if his interest in the subject seems fishy.
Okay.
In Edina, Dietrich Nissen, Edina TV.
Held in conjunction with the Current Makers in Clay exhibit, the display of artists over 80 will be on display until August 30th. The Art Center offers classes year-round for people of all ages. Registration for fall and winter programs begins this month. Thank you for watching this episode of Agenda Edina. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty.